Have you ever considered, is it better to be right or is it better to be kind? Antoinette here, and today in this video, I'm going to talk about why, if you've got the choice, it's always better to choose kindness over being right. Here's the deal. If you're like me, you like being right. And when you feel like you're right, you like expressing why you're right or proving why you're right or trying to talk the other person into finally getting it and understanding why you're right. Now, we all see this in social media these days and in the news these days with people debating and bickering and having these conversations about why that they are right. And what's interesting is it doesn't change the other person's mind. It just makes the other person feel irritated or sometimes feel misunderstood. So here are some questions to ask yourself when you're faced with, is it important for me to be right or is it important for me to be kind? So first of all, what is the ultimate goal? Obviously, one of the goals would be to prove you're right, but what is the goal after that? Is it to try to convince the other person that they're wrong? Is it to make the other person feel bad? Or is it to impress the other person that you were right? Or is the ultimate goal to come to common ground or to show the other person that you care about their opinions and their thoughts, even though they're different than yours, and even if you don't agree with theirs? And related to that, I've got a video above and in the description below about the difference between disagreements and disrespect. And a lot of times when we're trying to prove that we are right, the other person can feel disrespected, even if we don't intend for them to feel that way. The next question to ask yourself are, what are the long-term benefits of proving you're right over being kind, or being kind over proving you're right with the other person? What is your relationship with them? Do you want a long-term relationship? Because usually if you do, then choosing kindness is always going to be better than proving that you're right. This reminds me of the analogy, are you in it to win the play or are you in it to win the game? When you're in it to win the play, that's when you are wanting to prove you're right. You're wanting to win the play. But what happens is you may lose the game itself, meaning the relationship with the other person. And sometimes, even though we know we're right, do we really need to voice our opinion? Do we really need to voice what we believe is right to try to prove the other person wrong? Sometimes it just doesn't need to be said. And that's one thing that I am working on myself. I don't always have to say what I am thinking. To quote F. Scott Fitzgerald, being kind is more important than being right. What people need is not a brilliant mind that speaks, but a special heart that listens. So the next time you're tempted to be right over being kind, remember, you're in it to win the game rather than winning the play. If you have liked this video and you know of someone else that it might help, I hope you'll share it. Thanks for watching.